Hey guys, this is Old Joe. I'm going to be talking in upcoming episodes about Yahoo's fantasy football projections, and today we're starting off with Yahoo's top 10 tight end projections. So let's get started. At number 1, we have Trey McBride, Arizona Cardinals. Yahoo is currently projecting him for 102 receptions, 1,031 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Last year, he had 111 catches for 1146 and 2. So they're thinking he's going to take a step back, both receptions and yards, and triple his touchdowns, apparently. The dude has never had more than 3 touchdowns in a season, and a total of 6 for his career. And they're projecting him to have 7 this year. I don't like it. I don't know where they're getting that touchdown total. I mean, that's completely average. Absolutely. But this guy has never even put up average touchdown numbers before. Now, his catches were off the charts. 111 last year. Yeah, he's definitely over 100 catches. They don't really have a lot of other places to throw the ball besides Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison is supposed to take a step up this year, too. So if he has a better season, is there really going to be that many more touchdowns out there for Trey McBride? I don't know. I could see 5. I guess 7's only a couple more. But they have him listed at number 1 based off all those receptions. He's going to be a target monster, and he's going to be pretty damn good. So, moving on. At number 2, we have Brock Bowers. Brock. Yahoo's projecting him for 98 catches, 1,032 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So, damn near the same as their number 1, Trey McBride. Even though they have good old Brock here listed on their Yahoo draft as the number 1 tight end, their projections say otherwise. So, way to be a hypocrite, Yahoo. You never make any sense. But right now, having a look at it, the dude's been the best weapon on the field since he stepped into college football as a freshman at Georgia. Last year, his first year in Las Vegas, NFL, and he just went nuts. I mean, he's a fantastic talent. He's their number 1 receiver. I mean, Jacoby Myers is there, and he does a little bit of something. But they got a couple other rookies battling for their number 2 receiver spot. This is Brock Bowers' offense. Besides now, Ashton Jeanty. That's the one question I have for this team is Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll. They want to run the football. They want to establish it. And Ashton Jeanty's going to be a big part of that. But when they throw the ball, and they will have to, Brock Bowers is your guy. You can't go wrong with him either. Up next at number 3 is George Kittle. The coolest dude in the NFL, in my opinion. Yahoo's got him projected for 70 catches, 970 yards, and 7 touchdowns. All significantly less than what he actually did last year. Well, he had 78 catches. That's comparable. But 1106 and 8 touchdowns. So, I don't want, again, what Yahoo's thinking here. Catches, sure, but I expect more. And I don't think he's going to slack in yards or touchdowns because who's he really competing with on that offense nowadays for targets? Ricky Pearsall, our favorite gunshot victim. Badass, give me my chain back, motherfucker. So Ricky Pearsall, he's finally going to be healthy and start all year. Juwan Jennings, who wants more money. They got rid of Debo. Debo's over in Washington now. And Brandon Ayuk is going to be hurt for half the season. So he is Brock Purdy's favorite target, and he's pretty much Brock Purdy's only legitimate threat right now. So he's one of my favorites, and he's just a badass. So that's enough about George Kittle. Moving on to number 4. Sam Laporta from the Detroit Lions. Yahoo has him projected for 70 catches, 782 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So, similar to last year's numbers, all of which are nothing compared to that hell of a rookie season he put up 2 years ago. 10 touchdowns, almost 900 yards. He had 40 less targets last year than he did in his rookie year. I think a lot of that goes to the fact that Jameson Williams really came through last year once he decided to quit gambling on company property. Probably a good idea. And that's the thing. He lost targets to Jameson Williams. Amon-Ra is still their number 1. And now there's reports of Jahmyr Gibbs is lining up at wide receiver. Now that's going to be a problem. If David Montgomery's out there at running back and Gibbs is at wide receiver, what target number does that make Sam Laporta? Fourth? Their fourth option? That don't sound too good to me. But this is why we're getting into these middle tight ends where you had your two young studs. You got the old man George Kittle. A guy like Laporta. So you can take the chance if you want. I don't think I would. At number 5 on the list, we have Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens. Yahoo's projecting him for 55 catches. 55! 681 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's not that great. Compared to last year, catches are the same. 55. 673, but 11 touchdowns. That's what saved his ass last year. If you had him, you weren't happy. But, you know what? You're getting 1 catch, 2 catch here or there. Pretty awful. He's not going to catch 11 touchdowns again. Never say never. But that don't look good. Compared to the 2023, the dude had 45 catches in 10 games. Last year, he played every single game. 17, 55 catches. Only 10 more. That's just his use in the offense has just gone to crap. They got Derrick Henry who can just run over people. Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman got paid. Isaiah Likely's just waiting in the wings. Is the kid ever going to get his chance? I don't know. Mark Andrews is still around, that old dude, still doing his thing. So he's a guy you can grab late. Ain't going to cost you much, but he ain't what he used to be. Coming up next on the list at number 6 is our angry Viking himself, T.J. Hawkinson. He's currently projected for 70 catches, 748 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now this poor dude, being a Vikings fan myself, was hurt pretty much all last year, so you can't really say much for that besides we hope he's back healthy, we hope he's strong, and he should be a number 3 target for the Vikings behind Jefferson and Addison. J.J. McCarthy is basically a rookie. I always say the tight end is a rookie's best friend. He should be a nice safety blanket, and he's always been a hell of a after-the-catch guy. I really think he's going to have a solid year for the Vikes. I think the Yahoo projections are right about where they should be. He's another middle-round guy. I like his upside more than Laporta because I think J.J. could really turn it on this year and surprise people. And being the number 3 target compared to possibly 4, and coming up maybe a round or so later, I really like T.J. Hawkinson, and he'll be fun, especially since I get to watch my Vikings on TV every week. It'd be nice to have him. Maybe he'll be the guy. Coming in at number 7 on Yahoo's projections is everybody's favorite Swiftie, Travis Kelce. Yahoo currently has it projected for 69 catches, 681 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now, Travis is, I think he's trying to make a step forward again. I think he wants to let everyone know he's not washed anymore, because last year was disappointing. Maybe he didn't take the offseason too seriously, doing a little too much SNL and game shows and doing a little too much Taylor Swift. I don't know. But I think the guy is a little pissed off and wants to prove everyone he's still got it. I believe those Chiefs are going to come back with a vengeance and start throwing the ball. They got Rashee Rice back, which should open up the field a little bit more, along with Xavier Worthy, who's no longer a rookie and had one hell of a Super Bowl against a defense like the Eagles. That's pretty impressive. So, in my opinion, I like Kelce as a late round tight end because these Yahoo projections, I think they're low, to be honest. I think they're a little low. I think Travis can totally come back with 1,000 yards and 80-some catches. I think this is being kind of mean. He ain't lost it all yet. I'd rather have him than Mark Andrews, I'll tell you that. Next up at number 8 is David Njoku. So yeah, we're really getting into the late round guys here. The bottom of the barrel where none of them really matter because they're all pretty much the same. David Njoku, Yahoo has him projected for 69 catches, 685 and 4. And that kind of goes back to Travis Kelce. That's basically the same stats as Travis Kelce. But we're talking about Mahomes. Mahomes BFF. Travis Kelce. And David Njoku, come on, man. The guy's, yeah, he's got like the body of a Greek god. Like, there's just something inhuman about this dude. But, I don't know. He's never delivered on all that hype, that promise. I swear I see balls just bounce off his, like, he can't catch, it seems at times. But the one thing he's got going for him, the best I've ever seen him, I had him a couple years ago when Joe Flacco was quarterback for the Browns at the end of the year. And boy, did David Njoku start scoring touchdowns. So that's one upside for him. I'm thinking a really late flyer. He'd probably be my guy out of these next couple ones. At number 9 is probably, in my opinion, the most boring dude on this entire list. Evan Ingram from the Denver Broncos, newly signed over there. Yahoo projects him for 68 catches, 640 yards, and 4 touchdowns. There's a lot of the hype since they signed him that Sean Payton's going to make him his joker position, whatever the fuck that is. Is that Taysom Hill? Is he going to be like a quarterback? Is he going to run it? Evan Ingram's a tight end who can catch the ball within 5 yards and fall down as soon as someone gets near him. I mean, the dude lives for 9-10 yards a catch. That's basically what he's going to do this year. I think, honestly, 68 catches, 640 yards. Yeah, that's less than 10 per catch. Okay, Yahoo does know what they're talking about here. So we'll see what happens over in that Denver offense. There's so many variables there with Bo Nix as you going to take a step forward. They still got Cortland Sutton. We have no idea who the next receivers are. Some young guys, Franklin and Mims, trying to compete. Maybe Ingram will be that number 2 target, and maybe he can come through with some decent numbers. We'll see, but that's why he's number 9. And wrapping up the list, I got some number 10s. They're this year's rookies. First round draft picks Colston Loveland from Chicago and Tyler Warren of Indianapolis. Now they got Colston projected for 62, 638, and 4. While Tyler they have projected for 61, 624, and 4. So very similar. And the big question everyone's going to be wondering is, can either of these two continue the trend of a rookie tight end becoming the number 1 overall at the end of the season? And that's a discussion. So let's talk about these two here a little bit. Number 1, Colston Loveland, athletic freak. He's more wide receiver than a tight end. The thing is, I don't know how that Chicago offense is going to run. No one does. We got the guy coming over, Ben Johnson from Detroit. But they have, at receiver, everyone thinks Rome Odunze is going to take a step up. We still got DJ Moore there, who's the veteran, who is the best receiver on the team. They got this Luther Burden, another rookie receiver that they drafted. And then Loveland, I don't know how these targets are going to go around, and I don't even know if Caleb Williams is any fucking good anyways. He sure don't look like it. They always say he's so great on off-scripted plays. How about taking a 3, 4, 5-step drop and delivering it in time to a guy and hitting him in the hands? Haven't seen that yet. So there's a lot of questions there. Some people think he's the man. Me, on the other hand, I like Tyler Warren's chances a little bit better. It might be Anthony Richardson throwing him the football. Or it could be Daniel Jones. Either way, there's not a lot of obstruction for him to. I think he's got the better chance. He's going to be on the field. He's going to be their guy, and he's going to be a top 2 or 3. He could even be the number 1 option in the passing game, however much passing there is, depending on what quarterback we end up getting behind center for that team. Finally, we have our honorable mentions, the usual suspects that maybe someone will draft instead of a couple of these other guys because they're a fan favorite or something like that. Let's go. We got Jake Ferguson here. He's on a new contract, probably the number 3 option over in Dallas, but he just got paid, so he'll be around. And Dallas don't have no running backs, so they'll be throwing the ball. Dallas Goedert, well, Philly didn't get rid of him. They didn't trade him. But Philly runs the ball too damn much, so who knows what's going to happen with him. I wouldn't want him. Dalton Kincaid, boy, we really wanted him to step up last year, didn't we? Not a bad rookie year a couple of years ago. But who is the number 2 option? Who's the number 1 option for Josh Allen to throw to? Well, Shakir, probably number 1, but I don't know. One of these guys got to step up. Maybe it'll be Kincaid. Who knows? Kyle Pitts, come on. Fuck Kyle Pitts. And Tucker Kraft. Now, Jordan Love loves him. Jordan Love loves Tucker Craft. But yeah, when he's on the field, Jordan Love's the main guy, and he's the consistent one. Now you can hedge your bets on which receiver is going to have number one receiver, but I know who the number one tight end in Green Bay is, and that counts kind of for something. So those are all guys you can draft as backups, because some of you assholes draft backup tight ends, which just pisses me off. So there you have it. Yahoo's top 10 projected tight ends. Video number 1 on my list in the bag. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't talk too much. I'm going to have a conversation videos, I think, coming up soon. Try to get some of my fantasy football buddies on here, give their thoughts to us all, and let me argue with them and tell them why they're wrong. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, hit like and subscribe. Thanks, y'all. Peace.